brothers. I've had a lot of people requesting that I'll do a video talking about dealing with cock blockers. So in tonight's video, that's what we're going to talk about. Now, the first thing that I want you guys to understand about cock blockers is the better looking you are, the richer you are, the better shape you are in, the better your body is, the bigger muscles you have, the nicer the car you drive, so on and so forth, the more cock blockers you're gonna have. You know, it's just going to come with the territory. So anybody that watches, you know, content creators like me, you're probably focused on all of that shit, right? Like you're more focused on that shit than you are even getting pussy in the first place. So if you're focused on all of that shit, you're going to deal with cock blockers. And you may not know cock blockers exist, but cock blockers definitely know you exist. So keep that in mind. Now, the second thing you need to understand is you're going to deal with 3 different types of cock blockers. And I want you to understand this so you can move accordingly in each situation. Now, cock blocker number 1 is the hater, right? This is the man, the other man who wants to fuck your girl, right? Maybe she's not your girl. Maybe you're just out at a nightclub and there's a hot girl that you want to fuck, and you bet your ass every other single man in that club wants to fuck her too. And if it is your girlfriend, every other man in the world wants to fuck her too. You know, there's your fucking red pill. Now, that's just a fact. That's just the way that it goes. So, well, I should say if she's hot, you know, if she's hot, every other guy wants to fuck her, so they're going to cock block. If she's average, she probably has low self-esteem, which means half the guys still want to fuck her, but the other half, because she has low self-esteem, she's going to act like she wants to fuck them just to see if she can get attention from them to help boost her self-esteem. It's fucked up, but you know, you guys know what I'm talking about, hopefully. So regardless of how hot your girl is, you're going to deal with cock blockers. Now, when you're dealing with male cock blockers, which we'll call haters, a lot of people will tell you to be funny, you know, have these little, these quick little quips to come at them with, you know, look clever and smart, you know, when they're dissing you, they're throwing little jabs at you, throw jabs back at them. I say fuck that, okay? Go back to the laws of the jungle, the rules of the jungle, all right? If another dude is cock blocking you, particularly if you're a single guy and you're trying to mac on a girl, you want the pussy, he wants the pussy too, he's clearly cock blocking you, you got to get used to saying, you know, just literally say something like, get your little bitch ass out of here. You know, put some bass in your voice and let that motherfucker know. You know, hippopotamuses, when they're in the water, one male hippopotamus will have like 20 female hippopotamuses. You know, a lot of different animals in nature behave like that. In humans, it's kind of similar, you know what I mean? You got to have a dominant presence, otherwise, you know, it's just not going to work. But you got to be willing to scare off the other men. Now, most people, in general, most guys, I should say, are you could say they're too civil, you know, they're too empathetic to other guys, or maybe they're just too big of pussies to say something like that because they don't want that sort of a problem. But I'm going to be totally honest with you. A lot of times that sort of a problem can really benefit you. And I'm not condoning any type of violence here. But, you know, if you and another man are, if you're out and you want the pussy and he wants the pussy and, you know, things are getting heated, if the two of you fight and you win, she's going to fuck you. You know, I mean, there's another fucking red pill. Okay? Women don't sit around and feel sorry for the loser. No. You know, if you win the fight, whoever wins, that's the one she's going to want to fuck. That's the alpha male. That's the one with the good genetics. That's the one who she wouldn't mind having a baby with. All right? She don't want to have a baby with a fucking loser. Now, it doesn't always end in a fight, but you got to stand your ground, be a little bit cocky, and be willing to put it on the line and be willing to fight. Now, this is beneficial in several different ways. Now, it's not beneficial in ways if you get your ass kicked or if you go to jail. And I don't condone violence. I'm not telling you to do that. But I'm saying if it does get to that level, if it were to get to that level, two things that boost your testosterone. Number one is fighting, in particular winning a fight. And number two, getting pussy. All right? So if you get in a fight, you win the fight, and you get some pussy, that's double the testosterone boost. Plus, you're getting practice at fighting. You're learning to be a better fighter. So you'll be even better in the future. Winning more fights and getting more pussy. Now, I don't condone fighting. Never have, never will. But when dealing with cock blockers, you got to be willing to stand your ground. And I'm just saying sometimes it does happen. So when you're dealing with male cock blockers and the haters, you got to be willing to, you know, be that commanding, dominant presence, that dominant alpha in the room. You know, don't let anybody tell you different. Now, that's cock blocker number one. Now, let's move on to cock blocker number two. Now, cock blocker number two is the female friend, right? So you're trying to get the pussy. You know, you've met a girl. In particular, this one's going to be with somebody that's not your girlfriend. You know, it's like some girl at the club you're trying to get at. Now, you're trying to get the pussy, and her girlfriends are trying to pull her away from you in some way, right? They're trying to stop it from happening. Maybe they're haters. You know, maybe they're not as attractive as her, and they don't want, you know, they're thinking like if they're not going to have fun, nobody is type deal. But regardless of their reasoning, you know, you still got to handle it the same way. Now, when you're dealing with female cock blockers, or when you're dealing with female friends of a woman that you're trying to fuck, a lot of guys, you know, they get this wrong. They make this mistake where they think, you know, they're supposed to be overly nice to her friends or like try to get in good with her friends and get along with her friends. But, you know, I don't know how to put it. They just go about it all wrong. Okay, let's say you're at a club and you approach a group of 5 girls and you already know which one you want to fuck. You know exactly which one you want to fuck. Well, here's the tricky part. If you pursue just this one, you know, you pursue just this one girl and you leave all the other girls out, they're going to cock block you. It's like second nature for them to cock block you. It's just the way it fucking works. But if you flirt with all 5 of them, you know, you have that commanding, dominant presence, and you're kind of controlling the audience. You're controlling all 5 of them. You're flirting with all 5 of them. Even though you know which one you want to fuck, well, now they're not going to cock block, all right? They're going to be entertained, and they're also going to have, they're going to be anxious. So it's almost like instead of trying to get you to stop trying to fuck their friend, Now they're trying to get you to fuck them. You might think, some of you guys might think that's counterproductive, but it's not. If all 5 of them want to fuck you, your value in that crowd goes up exponentially. Okay, now you are, now you're a fucking prize. You know what I mean? And whichever one gets to fuck you is going to be, she's going to feel grateful for getting to fuck you. You got it? So you got to flirt with all 5 of them. Now, the way I would go about this, you know, just to not get the wires crossed, and, you know, you don't want to have some sort of mixed signals going on. There's 2 ways of flirting. Well, there's more than 2 ways of flirting, but there's 2 prominent ways of flirting. Number 1 is complimentative, which is you're flirting with compliments, right? You're flirting, but this is typically what you would do in a one-on-one setting. Like you and your girl are home alone. Like you can be complimentative, give her compliments, and, you know, it's like a friendly way of flirting, right? But way number 2 is teasing a woman, like almost insulting her. You know, they don't have to be bad insults, but like, you know, just throw little funny, flirty insults. So the girl that you want to fuck, you're going to give complimentative insults, or complimentative flirting. I'll do a video on this later on. I can't get into all that right now. I don't have enough time, but all of her friends, you're going to have like insulting flirt, you know? So it's going to be more like you're teasing them, but you're complimenting her. So you're flirting with all 5 of them, but, you know, it's totally different with the one that you actually want to get with. So that's how you deal with female cock blockers. All right. Now, cock blocker number 3 is almost inevitable, and you're going to deal with this quite often. And this is her family, right? This is her family. Her dad, her brother, maybe her mom or sister or whatever. If she's got a protective family, you know, you're going to deal with it. Now, when it comes to a girl's family, I'm pretty old school on this one. Some people might tell you different, but this is just what I do. I play it cool with a girl's family. You know, I'm not going to fuck around and, you know, I ain't got to be real dominant alpha, you know, whatever. I will play it cool with a girl's family just out of respect, because, like, you never know. If you get into a relationship, that might become your family, and, you know, her brothers will be like your brothers, and, you know, shit like that. So I think you should play it cool with the family, you know, and just be persistent with the girl, because usually when a girl's family is cock blocking you, this isn't going to lower her attraction to you. It's probably going to raise it, to be honest with you. But, you know, it's going to give you like bad boy sex appeal and shit. But at the same time, you know, it's something that you're going through. So you just got to be persistent with her, be there for her, have a normal relationship with her, and kind of quietly but respectfully show them through time that you're not going anywhere. You know, they can hate on you all you want, but you're in her life just as much, maybe even more than they are now. There's not really anything that they can do about it. So they might as well get used to it. So anyways, guys, those are the 3 types of cock blockers, and my best advice on how to deal with those cock blockers. Now, we can get into more detail about each of those at a later time, but you know, I think this pretty much sums it up, and I think this could be helpful for some of you guys. Now, remember, as we said at the beginning of this video, the better shape you're in, the more money you have, the nicer the car you drive, the bigger your muscles are, all of it, so on and so forth. The more of a total package you are, the more attractive you are, the more cock blockers you're gonna have. So take cock blockers as an absolute compliment and be happy to have them. And you may not know those cock blockers exist, but they damn sure know you exist. So keep that in mind. All right, guys, I'm about home, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one off, but it's been nice shooting the shit with you. Peace.
To the window, to the wall, until the sweat drops down my balls, until all you bitches crawl. Oh, skeet, skeet, goddamn.